Hi, everyone, and welcome to our Tuesday training. This training is super special to me because this is where we train on the BeActivating office, where we go to work after our training at 11 o'clock to do the work that we train on from 10 to 11. So I thank you for being here today. And we're just going to get started in training. I know yesterday on the Power Hour, we did a lot of training on how to plug into all the tools. So if you missed that training yesterday, you can go to BeActivating Telegram under our business training, and you can grab that and get that in. In fact, Heidi, maybe you could take that right now for me and put it in chat. I thought it was so good that it would be a great one for you guys to grab. And I do know Jan Rand and Sheila Hay on Friday are going to redo that at a slower pace. I know sometimes I go a little fast and I know I get excited. I'm sorry. So Jan and Sheila are much better at slowing it down and taking questions. So if you want a repeat of that tools training, please go Friday at, what time is that, Jan? Same channel? Is it 11:30?
11:30 to 12:30.
Pacific. Okay, great.
Yeah, same bat channel.
Same bat channel. So let's go ahead and I learned a little bit today from one of my girls that I talked about yesterday. Oh, she's here, my girl in the hat. And I got a peek from her that I'm going to share. And so let's go ahead and get started. And we're going to go ahead and start with just sharing with you our business site, startx39biz.com. And you can follow along with your phone if you want. I always like to have our computer up, either our iPad up, and your cell phone in hand as we go through, because that's really how we do our business. So when you have your cell phone in hand, go do your Safari and just type in startx39biz.com so that you can just follow along with me. So let's talk about what our system is. This is really what we do every day on the office. And give me a minute here. Okay, so we are 333 Ask, Share, Give. So write this down. Everyone should have a notebook that they take notes in. Here's my notebook. And you should just go to Staples and spend $5 to get a notebook. And then you want to go to Staples and spend $5 to get a list book. I'll explain how to use that in a minute. Then you want to spend $20 and get a calendar, because a calendar is how we always book our next appointment by the hour. Professional network marketers, write this down, are masters at list making and booking the next appointment without attachment. That's the hardest part. We are list makers and we book the next appointment without attachment. And we're always evolving. So don't be afraid to evolve. So I evolved from a calendar book that was by day, but it wasn't good enough for me. And I moved more like a hairdresser. Do you see how I book my next appointment by hour? I really need to switch it by half an hour now. But when I changed my calendar book, I know this is crazy, my business went up by 25% because I was actually being I had intent on booking those appointments. And I'll explain that in a minute. So in your notebook, and if you don't have a notebook or a calendar book, go get some lined paper and staple it. It will do until you get one, and it's okay. So 333 Ask, Share, Give. Write this down. The first 3 is we patch 3 people a day. We follow up with 3 people a day. And we invite 3 people to a testimonial patching podcast. Okay, that's what we do. Okay. And when we do that, we ask, we share, and we give. We ask, we share, we give. We just do this over and over and over again. Write this down. The ask is the peaking. Peak. We peak. What are we peaking? Interest. We peak interest. Peak interest. That's all we're doing with our asks. What are we doing with our share? We're pre-qualifying to make sure they want this, they like it, that they're worthy of it. So the share is pre-qualify, pre-qualify, pre-qualify. The give is after you pre-qualify them, you're going to either give them a wholesale pack or a gift pack. It's that easy. So let's go back to the ask again. The peak, 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 peak. What are some things that you can ask in your peak? Okay, I wrote this down because I was brainstorming with Kathleen this morning and my other friend yesterday in the car, and I really came down with a couple great peaks. Now, the first peak is what I like to say, the I'm concerned about you peak. Write that down. That's a new subject matter. I'm concerned about you peak. What does that mean? That means that you're, and I'm sorry, I'm sure you're letting people in. I just see them come in. Okay, I'm just going to ignore that because I know those will be in. I know, thank you. You know that I'm so fast that I have a trouble with that. Okay, the peak, peak, peak. I'm concerned about you peak. What would that be? What's going on with you? We talk about this a lot. What's going on with you? What are you doing these days for fun? What are you doing these days for work? How's your health? I'm concerned about you. What's going on with you, peak? I finally found something that helps me with whatever's going on with them. Whatever they said to you. Have you heard about stem cells? Peak, 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 peak. All we're doing is peaking, right? Have you heard about stem cells? You can peak on the phone, talking to them. You can peek through text messages. You can peek through voice memos. Hey, Susie, how have you been? What's going on with you? What are you doing these days? Have you been on vacation lately? I haven't talked to you for a year. Boom. She'll text you back in an hour. Oh my gosh, it's so nice to hear from you. Yeah, I was in Hawaii. Awesome. What else has been going on? What are you doing these days for work? Oh, I'm still in real estate. Great. And what's happening with your health? You got anything going on? Oh my gosh, I'm working 80 hours a week and my knees are killing me. Oh my gosh. Well, I finally found something that's helping my friend with those knees, that knee issue. And it's another stream of income if you're interested. Have you heard about stem cells? That can all be peak, 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 peak. Peak, 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 peak. Another peak that I got is you ready? The compliment peak. This is new. I just learned this yesterday. Thank you, M, for teaching me the compliment peak. Susie, it's been a long time and I thought of you because I've always known you really like to help people in their healing journeys. Have you heard about stem cells? Compliment, another compliment. And I'm talking authentic compliment. Like you really know, right? Betty, you've always been so good in business. Have you heard about stem cells? I am in this new technology that's cutting edge in business. Compliment peak, compliment peak. How about, I think those are the two. Here's a Peter no peak. You could actually, I actually like the compliment into Peter no. Hey, Betty, you've always been into the latest health technologies. I've always admired you for that. Have you heard about stem cells? Did you know you could activate your own stem cells for less than a cup of coffee a day? Peak, 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 peak. The I'm concerned about you peak really comes from Bob Campbell. The compliment peak I just learned from my friend yesterday. Thank you so much. And the compliment peak into what Peter no says, which is, have you heard about stem cells? And he does a little educating in his peak, right? Have you heard about stem cells? Did you know you can activate your own stem cells for less than a cup of coffee a day? So I just want to I want you to know that I really don't know it all. I really don't. All I do is listen to what all you guys are doing so well, and I just formulate it and I just spit it back out to me and to you as I process it, because we're evolving, okay? So did that make sense so far? The peak, okay? And you can text it. You can voice memo it. You can talk them on the phone. You can even book the next appointment with that. Betty, hey, you're leaving her a message because nobody ever picks up their phone anymore. It's Marcy. Hey, call me back. We haven't talked forever. Hang up. They will not call you back, but then you text them right away. Betty, when can we talk? I just left you a message. Booking the next appointment. How's Monday at 10 o'clock work for you? Oh my gosh, I found out about the latest technology. I can't wait to tell you about it. And you don't even have to be that you can put a subject in it, but you don't have to. Play around with it. Betty, it's been so long. Can we talk 10 o'clock on Tuesday? Does that work? I just heard about the latest stem cell technology. It's crazy. Like you could put that in, or you could just book that, can we talk, right? So remember, you're always peaking and booking the next appointment. If you leave a voice message for someone, they will not call you back. If you leave a voice message and text them, they will text you back probably in a minute. It's crazy how people are with their texting. If you text them and don't leave them a message, it looks like spam and they won't text you back. So you can text somebody. If you're too fearful to pick up the phone, Betty, it's been a long time. I learned about the latest technology, stem cell technology. How are you? I'd love to know a time we can talk. Right when you text that, what are you going to do? You're going to call them right after. Betty, I just left you a text. Take a look at it. When can we talk? I can't wait to catch up. There's this piece about the voice and the text that work really well. The voice is the energy. The text is the booking the next appointment. Some people like Dr. Stacy do it all in a voice memo. Eric does it all. He's a millennial. All the millennials are doing it all through voice memo. I don't care how you do it. You just got to get it across. Okay. Peak. Everybody with me in peak? Raise your hand if you guys feel like you can peak today when we start working. Okay, I just want you to know how to do that. Okay, the share. What are we sharing? What's been going on with you? I finally found something that helps me with. Have you heard about stem cells? Well, let me send you startx39now.com. If you like what you see, let me know. Just watch the first video on light. It's 1 minute. And the second video on stem cells, it's 3 minutes. In 4 minutes, you'll know whether you like this, right? That's all you're doing. You're sending them the Now site and directing them to watch a very small amount, because nobody will watch and peak in pre-qualifying more than a few minutes. So don't send them more. You'll overwhelm them. Or if you send them the Now site, just direct them what you want them to see. And then here's the great thing. You're either have asked them already what's going on with them, or you're going to ask them right now. So what's been going on with you again? Oh, you have that arthritis in your hands because you've been on your computer on Zoom. Well, no, don't say that. But you've been, you have arthritis because you've been working every day in the cold. It's been storming in California and you've been putting up all those real estate signs. I know that hurts your hands in the cold. I get it, right? Well, let me send you a testimonial about my friend that had that same joint arthritis in her hands. Can I send that to you now? Oh, and by the way, I know you're a real estate agent. You may want to, are you interested in more business if you like this? Let me send you why this is the most cutting edge technology for a business. And what do? You go to the BeActivating Telegram. We learned that yesterday, how to grab all of those, and you grab them and send it to them real quick. So that is your pre-qualify, your pre-qualify, your pre-qualify. You're pre-qualifying them to see if they are worthy of either the gift pack or the wholesale pack. Okay, so then what would you say? If you like all of this, Betty, I can show you how to get it for wholesale. It has a 30-day money-back guarantee. It's the best price. Let me send you some information about that. Then I send them a link I'll show you where all this is, that has the price list on it or the order form. And I always send them a link of all of our products. I don't talk about them. I just send them the link. I let them, like Charity says, let them read it and go, "Ooh, that looks good too." I also always send them a what to expect, because that helps explain to them really what to expect with stem cells, that it takes some time, right? And I also love the health tracker. So I say to them, this comes from Charity too, according to Jan. Hey, I know you want that arthritis to go away, and it will. It's going to take some time for those stem cells to work, but track what's going on with your sleep and your energy. Track some of that, because some of those things may happen to you first. So I love that. It's like directing them to the health tracker and telling them people love to be educated and they love to be told what to do in a form of education, not in pushing something on them, but in a form of education. So remember, we're of service, we're educating, and we're telling them what to do in their education, right? So then you can say they may be ready right there to actually enroll in a wholesale pack. If they're not ready, that's fine. Then you send the gift pack. And when you work in the office, you can send the gift pack from the office, okay? And how do you do that? Well, on the Biz site, this is the great part. Oops, if I didn't lose you guys, hold on, give me a minute. Where am I at? Oops, I don't know what happened to me. Okay, here we are. You can go to Start X39 Biz, that's startx39biz.com, and we're going to put this in chat because you guys will need it when you work in the office in 30 minutes. If you want to send a gift pack, you can. And Jan, where do you think Jan's doing right there? She's filling them all, and we all need to say thank her, because we can't have Jan quit on us. If she quits on us, then it ain't gonna happen anymore. So we all need to give Jan big boxes of wine. Okay, so you go to the BeActivating office right here, the power of 3, and you go down. This is what we do. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we work from 11 to 12, 1 hour. I'm training you on the work right now. And then in 40 minutes, we're actually going to do the work. And there'll be anywhere from 30 of us to 100 of us. And we just work for an hour. But 1 hour of actually contacting 3 people on your list today, doing the 333 Ask, Share, Give, the peak, the pre-qualified, the pack, will make you a ton of money, because just putting your energy on consistent work for 1 hour. If you just somebody do the math on this. I've been wanting to do the math. If you work 1 day in the office and do 3 people, that's 3 times 52 weeks. You've contacted 156 people. Congratulations. If you work three hours a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and you do 3 people a day, that's 9 people a week times 52 weeks. That's 468 people. Most people enroll in their lifetime as a network marketer anywhere from 60 to 150 people. You guys are well on your way when you contact 468 people by just working 1 hour. Do you understand? Like, what I have found in network marketing is that everybody trains on the work. Everybody goes to all the Zooms. But when it comes to doing the work is actually contacting people. The phone gets heavy. It even gets heavy for me. And we would rather find something else to do. So we go do laundry. The reason this office was created is so you have 1 hour, 3 days a week where you pick up the phone and you do the work that's a little uncomfortable, because that uncomfortable work is what will build a huge business for you, especially in a technology that works and a technology that people need. And that's what we're doing. I'm just training you how to do the work. And the office truly is just an accountability for us all. So we're not alone. I don't like to make those calls alone, but when you guys are all staring at me, I have no problem. I know that's what I'm doing for an hour, right? And that's what we're doing back for you. That's the purpose of this office. The purpose of this office is not that we just give gifts out. The purpose of this office is that we hold a space to be accountable. Now, the gift is the on-the-job training. The gift actually is here for two reasons. It's here so it takes the fear away for you guys to make the calls. It's here so you know that that gift's in your back pocket if you need it. Okay. It's here so that you're not afraid to follow up because you're just following up on a gift that you sent out to someone you love. Right. But a lot of you don't need to give a gift anymore because you have so much skill now that you can just move right into wholesale packs. And that's great too. Know that a 3-day sample, some people may feel that, but many won't. That's why it's important to understand the purpose of the gift. And if someone, when you're following up, says, I don't feel anything, you say, of course you wouldn't. It's been 3 days. I'm letting you just experience the technology. Take a look at the what to expect card that was in your gift. Let's read that together, right? So that's kind of what you're doing there. And I kind of got off topic. I do that sometimes. So let's go back to, oh gosh, where were we, you guys? Okay, we're working the office. Oh, the gift, where you get the gift. That's right, the gift. So you go to the training guide, okay? And this is a whole training. It's basically what we're talking about. So you can go look at it if you want, or you can just take good notes from what I talked about, okay? Either way. And you go down to the gift. Oh, there's the gift. There's the gift. And and it's going to be a 3-day supply now. We've switched to 3 days so that we can actually fill more gifts. And really, we realize the gift is really a piece of education. And so now the envelopes not only have the gift, but they have so much more in them. And I literally put in these gifts more for a reason. I want to tell you my reason. Is I was talking to Dr. Stacy one day, and you know I like to learn from everybody. And I said, Dr. Stacy, what are you putting in your gifts? I was at one of her shows. She did this show one day. And she goes, she had printouts of the what to expect. She had printouts of the all product flyer. She had printouts of the order form. And she had printouts of the tracker. And every single person that she talked to at this event got a kit of this you ready? She just folded it all up and they all got one in an envelope. And I said to myself, that is a nice education piece. And so hence the dollhouse cards were created. What are the dollhouse cards? Well, they're those forms, and here they are. And what do you think Jan puts in every gift you send out now? The dollhouse card. So your people are getting really educated. My only suggestion to you is that you know what your people are getting when you send a gift, because they might be more educated than you now. So make sure that you know what she's sending and you have copies of them so you can talk about it when you follow up. I copy Charity on the clipboard. Do you know that I have all of these now on my little clipboard so that I can be ready? Look at everybody have a clipboard. Look at that, Debbie, there's your clipboard. Now, some of you may be like, but that's awful. I just used the dollhouse cards on my clipboard. But trust me, I have my big business in a glance too. These are the exact same forms as these are, right? I just made them small. Okay, so they would fit in an envelope, exact same forms. Okay, so don't think we're doing anything new or crazy. And I'm going to show you where these forms are in a minute so you can print them off so you have them, or you can send them as links to people as you're following up. I just wanted you to see what comes in the gift. Okay, so let's go back. How are you going to order this gift when you come into the office? Here's the gifting link. It's super easy. When you start the office, we'll have a daily code for today. Okay, we'll give you the code. Then you're going to put your name in, Sally Smith, and your phone number. And the receiver's name is going to be who you're sending the gift pack to. Don Mills, his address, his city, his state, his zip. When you hit submit, guess what happens? It goes to Jan. Jan, can you show somebody when you get that what you're really doing right there the whole time? You're probably doing it right now. Why don't you unmute yourself and show everybody what you're doing?
Right now, I'm doing the prep work. I'm counting, putting the patches in the envelopes. And then they go in here. And then I've got my envelopes. I stamp them with return address and put the stamp on. And then I print my labels from everything that comes to me. And then I stuff them with the dollhouse cards. And I make sure that I put the labels on the gifting envelopes and then the address on the mailing envelope. And I make sure that it's the right name going into the envelope. And I stuff them. And then I walk to the post office with my dog and mail them. That's what I do.
And her new dog gets a great walk to the mailbox. And so this is the gifting bag. And I just want to show you what she really does for you. This is the gift that goes out. It has a label with your name and number on it. And it's full of, look at, I make my own because I use these now. And it's full of my favorite gift cards, my dollhouse cards. And then it has a 3-day supply of X39. That goes in the mail on your behalf. So this label has your information on it. Why is this important to have when you send the gift out? Because when you send a gift pack, if you send a gift pack without following up, it's a waste of the gift. So now you have this to follow up with. And what do I mean by follow up? It takes 7 days for that gift to come from Jan. So you better be calling people on the follow-up. It's your job to know who you gift so you can follow up if you're using a gift pack. And how do I follow up? Oh, this is super fun. This is what I've been doing lately on my follow-ups. I actually schedule a little Zoom with my follow-ups now. You know why? Because I can see them. So I'll call Susie and I'll say, hey, let's jump on it. So if you don't have a Zoom, you can do it on the phone. Don't worry. But you can all get your own Zooms for 45 minutes of free Zooms. Everyone should know how to work a Zoom. It's just part of our business. So I'll say to Betty, why don't you come on my Zoom for 20 minutes and I'll show you how the technology works. And we'll be on Zoom and I'll say, did you get your patch? And she'll be like, yeah. I go, where's your envelope? I don't know. Well, go find it. Is it on the kitchen table? Where did you put it? Yeah, it is. Okay, let's open up the envelope. Well, what is this, Marcy? And if you're brand new, you don't even know. You could just say, well, I don't really know. I just learned about it myself. Let's learn together. Open it up. You see the white inside? Oh, I do. Do you see your envelope? I do. This is where you need to have the tools in front of you. Turn it around. Let's read it together. Really? Yeah, I just learned myself. Oh, you wear the patch 12 hours on to activate and repair. And then you put another one on after apply a new patch daily. Okay. I'm just reading it. The stem cell activation patch, Sally, this is made out of a organic amino acid crystal. When it's applied to your skin, it's activated by the heat of your skin. Whoa, that's weird. Which is a form of infrared light. This reflects back a light wave that activates your stem cells, makes more stem cells, and resets them to like when you were 20. Wow. Do you want to put it on? I'll put mine on. Let's put it on together. I'm having the experience on the follow-up with them together. It's super fun. Then I say, you know, when you put this on your body, these young 20-year-old stem cells turn, when you put these activated younger stem cells, I'm reading it, on old tissue, you turn it young again. That's cool. I want to be young again. And, really by the age of 65, most of our stem cells are old and don't work well. What if we could make them work again? Well, some people notice results in 1 to 7 days, but a lot of people need more like 3 months to get the stem cells going. So Susie, enjoy this. 12 hours on to activate and repair and 12 hours off. Do you see how I'm educating? Hey, did you go inside your envelope and look at the other cool stuff? Oh, let's go look at the what to expect. Do you see that? Let's read that together. Oh my goodness. In the first day, you're going to reset 4,000 genes. That's cool. That's what you're doing with that first patch. Within the first 1 to 3 months, you're going to reset your brain. There's a study on that. 3 to 6 months, the stem cells are going to hone into all your issues and repair it. They hone into inflammation. Wow. 6 to 12 months, baby, after the repair, it's full on regeneration. You're going to reverse your age by 8 years inside and out. All I did was read the card that we just sent her. I'm just educating with that 3-day sample. This is what Dr. Stacy has been doing so well to convert her gifts. I figured it out. Then I say this, but hey, this is charity. Hey, go to that health tracker. It's in your envelope. Yeah. I know you want that arthritis to be fixed because that's what we talked about. But as that's repairing, there may be some other things. So why don't we track your quality of sleep and your energy? What is it right now? What's your energy level? Oh, it's a 5. Well, let's see what happens in the next couple of days. Oh, your mental clarity is a 1. I get that. I'm 50 with little estrogen left. My mental clarity is a mess. Got it. So let's see what happens here. So let's really track the things that are happening, because that big thing called arthritis may take more than 3 days, of course. And remember, the stem cells go first what you need to live and then to what you feel. This is only a 3-day for you to get to understand a new technology, because this is a new technology, you guys. This is not supplements. This is not Whole Foods. This is not pharmaceutical. This is full on light. And so it's fun to experience a new technology. Oh, and by the way, Sally, take a look at all the products we offer. Of course, you have the X39 on, but you might want to see what other ones in here that you might like. Oh, it's so fun. And lastly, there is a little price list, and you can just see that. But that's all I wanted you to know until, you just enjoy this. And can I call you Friday to follow up? You'll be on your last day. Oh, I can. Great. Oh, and you know what? You did tell me about that arthritis. Remember? I did. Can I send you a testimonial about my friend that had arthritis again? Absolutely, you can. And maybe you'd like to come to a live podcast to hear real people talk about it. It's just 30 minutes. You want an invite for that too? Today is Tuesday. You want Tuesday or Wednesday? What's better? Oh, Wednesday? Okay. So I'm going to send you a testimonial, and I'm going to send you a Wednesday patching podcast. And then we'll talk on Friday. Friday at what time? I'm booking my next appointment. At 10 o'clock. Great. I look forward to it. Okay. Bye. Bye. All right. That was the follow-up on how to follow up when you give a 3-day gift. What's the close? The close is easy. The close is on Friday. I'm calling her back. Hey, did you ever look at all the different products? Cool, right? Did you ever go to one of the patching podcasts? You didn't have time? No problem. No guilt. No guilt. And don't be upset. People don't have the time you think they have. Did you ever listen to the testimonial call? Oh, I did. That was amazing. I know. Well, let's go real quick to your price list. You see that? I do. Well, let me just tell you how you can order, Sally. $149 retail. And I just read this to them. And I say to them, just look at the yellow. $119 to be a preferred customer, but that silver kit for $299. I love that. You can get 3 X39s for that. Or you remember that cool sheet? Did you ever look at it? Oh, I did. I already know I want Eon and glutathione, and I can't sleep. I want that silent night. Oh, great. So you already know how you want to fill that kit. I get it. Or the pack. I want to start switching the name to pack. The pack. So, oh yeah, I do know how to fit. Yes. Well, let's talk about that. You could get an X39 and 4 other supportive patches in that silver kit pack. And you already picked the ones you wanted. So we'll do X39, a glutathione, an Eon, and a silent night. I'm just looking at this. Oh, you get one more. Which other one do you want? Oh, that aloe vera for skin is amazing. Yes. Okay. And then you just say then you could say this. This is great. So that silver pack is great for you, but there's a gold pack for $4.99. That's great for the family. You could just double everything or add a few more. Or if you really want to build a business, there is the platinum and diamond that gives you enough inventory to build the business. What would you like to do? I was on the office yesterday with my girl and we went from a silver kit to a gold kit pack just by doing that. And literally, you know what I did? Jan laughs at me, but I don't care. I filled out my dollhouse order form right there on the phone with the gold pack. There's all the products. Let's see, let's see what we did. X39, X49, an E on a glutathione, a silent night at energy, and a carnosine. Oh, and an aloe vera. We got all of that for $4.99. And an X39 the following month to keep the stem cells activated. Because you know why. We're going to do the whole pack with the 30-day money back guarantee to try the different technologies that she wanted because she had this mailed to her. I didn't tell her to order all those. She saw this. And then I said 1X39 for $99 a month. So they know they don't have to do $4.99 every month. And then I say, and then you get your username and password and you can then be in control. You can add things, subtract things, mix it up, whatever. Now it's for you. She goes, perfect, done, order complete yesterday, right? We just have to we still need to put it in the system. But that was really how you can move into what I like to call the exposing call, the follow-up call, and the closing call. So those are the calls that you do. And in the exposing call, what are you doing? You're peaking, pre-qualifying, and you're either sharing a wholesale pack or a gift pack. The wholesale pack, you might be able to convert right there, but if you can't, then you give the gift pack. And that's the gift pack is all the follow-up, right? The gift pack is where then you would take them into the close. Now, you may share the wholesale pack and not a gift pack, and that's okay too. And you still may need to do some follow-up on testimonials, on did they go to a podcast to sign them up on their wholesale pack. Do you understand? The work is the work, whether you're working towards a wholesale pack or a gift pack. You just have both options in your back pocket. Everybody good so far? We've done a lot today, haven't we? So then let me show you where the tools are that I've been talking about so you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so now that we understand the system, how we do the exposing call, the follow-up call, the closing call, right? We understand the different calls we're doing. A lot of times I'll be in the office and I'll say, if you're new to the call, you can give 3 today. If you're not new to the call, you can give 2, and you need to do 4 follow-up calls and 2 closing calls before you gift. Do you understand? That's because when you gift, if you don't follow up and close, then it's a waste of money. Okay, so it's so important that you follow up if you're gifting during the time that they're actually getting the gift, right? It's really just it gives you time to educate them. That's all that's for. Okay, so now let's go to some of the forms. Okay, so then the first thing I want to make sure you understand is that what I like to call the startx39now.com. Startx39now.com is what? That is our exposing site, our information site, our pre-qualifying site. You'll hear those words back and forth a lot. They mean the same. You're exposing somebody with it. You're pre-qualifying them to see if they're into something. You're giving them information. So make sure your homework is to understand our exposing site and make sure you know what's in there. We're in many different languages. We're in Spanish, Deutsch, French, Chinese, Lao. There's another one over there somewhere that I can't see, but we're in a lot, okay? And here's where I say, take a look at the first video. It's 1 minute on light. Take a look at the second video. It's 3 minutes on stem cells. When I peak, I just peak with that only, those only. But then, you know, people that are into it, they're going to go on this site and they're going to go, whoa. And that's when you know, well, go to the patents and research. Go to age reversal with GHK. Go watch the 18-minute video. So you're giving them things to do. Of David Schmidt. He talks about the technology of X39 and the issues it helps you with. If you've not seen this video, watch it. Please watch all the videos that you tell people to go to so you know what they're watching, of course. And then this, oh, look at the what to expect. It's right here. All I do on what to expect is I just take the general nugget of it, so I don't overwhelm them with information. Did I read this whole thing? No, I just said we activate 4,000 genes. Did I read this whole thing? No, I just said we fixed the brain. Did I read this whole thing? No, I just said you repair your body in 3 to 6 months, and then regeneration in 6 to 12 months. You reverse your age by 8 years inside and out. I just tap it so I don't overwhelm people. But if it's hard for you, you can read the whole thing. The way you read the whole thing is go, I don't know, I'm learning too. Let's read it together. That's the way you get away with talking too much. You plead that you don't know, let's learn together. People love that. They love that you don't know. And then you go here. Oh, you could come right to a testimonial call. You can direct them here. Then when they get really into it, you can say, hey, go over here. These are all the different products. You can direct them there right on the site, right? And then when they get really goobed out about the excitement of it all, you can take them here for the deep dive. This is when people go crazy, right? Where they really go and listen an hour to David on all the technologies. It's all here. I'm really proud of this site because it allows you to start really slow with somebody, right? Real slow, boom and boom. But it also allows you to go deeper with them. I even educate doctors on this site. Everything's here, but you just have to know how to direct people. Remember, what are we doing? We're educating and directing and leading people. They want to be led as long as it doesn't feel like you're pushing. Okay, so that is our exposing site. So now let's go to the different tools that I use over and over and over again. Okay, the different tools I use over and over and over again. They're all here. This is where you could go. Your homework is, I got more homework, is to go get your clipboard like Charity and print these out for your clipboard. This will help you. Go to the 14 steps to success. And go to take the order. Write it down, it's important. You're going to go to this order form and you're going to print it. Print it now if you want. What is this order form? Look at it, it's my little dollhouse. It's also right here in my little business in a glance. It's how I take orders. I wish I could say our order site is good, but it's hard to navigate. Take handwritten orders and then put the order in. Jan, put your name in chat, please. If you don't know how to put an order in, you can call Jan. She'll help you. You can call your upline. She'll help you. They'll help you. He'll help you. Okay, there's your order form. Don't freak out about all the order forms. There's a lot in here, because I put different forms in for people that want different things. This is the one I use. Dr. Stacy uses this one because it has no, she doesn't offer preferred customers. She goes retail and wholesale, that's it. And I came down here for clinics because Dr. Patty wanted a, give me a minute. Dr. Patty loves the protocol form for her clinic. So those are the different protocols. I also just created, for those people who love to call on doctor offices, how to fill up the clinic with the platinum or the diamond. You see how it shows you the different sleeves that go in both of these, and how it gets an initial clinic at sleeves at $55. Remember, if you're calling on doctor's offices, this would be great. This really helps, right? There's the pain and repair. And remember, you could do 10 X39s, and supportive patches are the 8 and 11. You could mix and match supportive patches. I could even do one with just X39 and mix and match support. We have so much that you can play around with order forms, and anyone that knows me knows that I like to create, so I get a little crazy. So just know that it's here for you, but it's not here to overwhelm you. It's just here to be of service to you if you find that it's something you may need. Okay. And then you go to the next one that you print out, the all products flyer. Everybody uses this. Charity uses this. April uses this. Stacy uses it. Jan uses it. This is the form that's a must, and it's so good. This tells everybody about all our technologies in a paragraph and how to wear it. Where do you think that is on my clipboard, you guys? It's definitely here. Here it is. Where is it here? Here's my big form of it. Right? Print it out right now and put it on your clipboard. Okay. Now let's go to the next one I love. Oh, wait, it's right here too. What to expect. Print it out. I don't even have this one printed out. I'm printing it out right now. I'm putting this on my clipboard. Looky there. I'm no different than you. Why don't I have that? I don't know. I don't, but I'm going to have it now because it's important. And that's my other little dollhouse card. I'm just printing it out now. And then what else are we going to print out? You go to health tracker right there. There's our health tracker. I use that. You know what? I don't even have that printed out. I'm printing it out right now. I'm no different than you. I need it. Do you now have the 4 forms that go into your gift? Yes, you do. You've just printed them out. Congratulations. You now can talk to your people. Oh, no, you have one more you have to print out. What's your other one? Okay, so those forms are all under take the order. Once again, they're all under take the order. Please print them. Okay. Now, what else are we going to print? Under give a gift. We got to print our gifting envelope because this is how we talk about the technology to people. This is what actually comes. I'm printing it right now. This is what actually comes. This is what Jan is filling for you with the dollhouse cards. Does that make sense? Those are your tools that I use over and over and over again. And here's the great thing. You guys can also just take it and edit, copy, and edit, paste somebody the link. You don't have, you know what I mean? You just send it to them. I send these links all the time. I created this site for 3 reasons for myself. I wanted a way to train. I never wanted to send a PDF through a PowerPoint, and I wanted to send everything in link form. That is why this site has been created. So there are the tools for you right there. Now, so what are the important tools? Tab 6, give a gift. Tab 9, take an order. Please print them out. Have your clipboard. I like the clipboard even better than the business in the glance in the plastics. Actually, I like them both. But a clipboard, when you're out and about, you can actually take orders on a hard thing, which is kind of cool. All right, so then this is important too. You ready? Tab number 8. Write it down. Invite to podcast. Tab 8. Why is it important? It has our testimonial podcast schedule ready and our training. You can just send that. Oh, you want to be trained? Pick 2 trainings you like. Send it to them. Patching podcast. Pick 3 that you go to a week and invite your people to them. This is the secret sauce. You guys, you need to plug into about 4 hours a week of trainings and podcasts, and then you need to work 3 hours a week. 7 hours a week, you can become very wealthy in this business if you just do that. 7 hours a week. You don't have to do more, but you got to do about 7. How hard is that? And then you could go and send it to people. So what's today? Today's Tuesday, right? There's Peter's patching pot. Oh, no, that was Monday. Let's go to Tuesday. Oh, hey, there's a Dr. Stacy call at 5 o'clock. Very influential about how the product, all the patch technologies work. And our traditional patching podcast right after, which is 30 minutes, real people's testimonials and how the technology works, 30 minutes. So what do? You just copy and paste it. That's how easy it is on your phone. Done. Okay. And then what else are we going to do? So far, tab 6 is important. Tab 8 is important. Tab 9 is important. The last piece that's important is make sure, if you're new to this call, that you sign up for all your email blasts. That's how you get everything we're doing. You don't have to plug into all. Some people tell me there's so much to plug into. Yes, it's choice for you and it's choice for your people. You don't have to do it all. Of course not. It's there to plug into the ones that work in your schedule. It's there for if Saturday training doesn't work for the person, they can go to Monday with Marcy or Wednesday with Peter No, as an example, right? Once again, it's for you and for them to plug into what works. So remember, pick 2 trainings and pick 2, 3 testimonial calls. That's it. That's all you do. You just pick the ones, pick and choose what works for you. Okay. Now we go back to the 14 steps to success. The last tab you must know is join Telegram. This is where all the testimonials are. If you do not know how to work in Telegram, you can call Jan today, or you can watch the training from yesterday. We actually yesterday went through Telegram and showed you guys how to grab all the testimonials. So, but I will show you right now the basics, but please, you know what? Did you, Heidi, put that training in chat?
Yes, I did. It's at the very top of the chat.
Go to the top of the chat and grab the training from yesterday. I trained you on how to sort through Telegram, how to join Telegram. On Friday at 11:30 Pacific, through Jan's call right here, invite to podcast. You guys, I know this site in backwards and forward. Your other homework is tool around in here so you know it so well. It's not that hard. It's pretty easy. So just know it. So here's Friday at 11:30, you can come and learn how to access all tools, including Telegram again. They're going to do a slower version of training at 11:30. So there it is. Grab that. Can you grab that and put that in chat, Heidi? So they know that. That'd be great. So now let's go to, let's really quick go to join Telegram. If you have not joined Telegram, you need to right here. How do you do that? On your phone. Go to your phone and go to startx39biz.com under the 14 steps to success under tab 5, join Telegram. If you have an Apple, hit the link. You're going to put your name, your phone number, your email. If you're an Android, you click this link. As soon it will ask you, do you want to share all your contacts? You say yes. As soon as you share all your contacts, Telegram will pop up. It will look like this on your phone. Then you go back to the Biz site and you click all these links. It will automatically add it to your Telegram. The BeActivating community is everything we talk about, all our invites, everything that's going on, BeActivating community. Then I take everything from the community and I personally put these in divided telegrams for you to make sure it flows right. The BeActivating testimonials are only the testimonials from the last 3 years. This is where you go and you search arthritis, cancer, heart disease, back pain, MS. The way you search it is if you have an Apple, you hit the B. If you have an Android, you hit the 3 dots and you'll see a search bar. That's where you type in the different issues. You will see an up arrow and a down arrow. You just click them and you sort through the one you want to send somebody. The BeActivating business. This is where you'll start finding more and more why this is a good business. And also all our trainings, always here. So here is where the training we did yesterday. Practitioner call. This is everything about what doctors are saying. The other day, I had someone text me and said to me, do you know how glutathione works with that weird gene? You guys, I couldn't remember the name of the weird gene, MTFFRD something or other. I really couldn't remember, but I knew that Dr. Patty has that weird gene. And I knew it was in the practitioner call where it said glutathione. So what did I do? I sent that to that person because I knew I don't know about it all, but Dr. Patty did. So those are super duper influential. The before and after pictures. Pictures tell 1,000 words. Yesterday, we were taking all these pictures and putting them on Facebook, our own personal Facebook page, and going, look at this, look at that, you know, because that's another way to pique interest, right? I just added this cute dog. You guys will have to go and chat and tell me, anybody that figures out how to get into the before and after picture, tell me that they see the cute dog that has 8 patches all over him to help with liver issues and kidney issues. It's darling. In fact, I'm going to go send that to my Facebook page today. It was so cute, the love of our pets. So that, oh, and then our Spanish telegram, everything in Spanish. Okay. Now, you also want to join Facebook. This is where we put all of our live trainings. You also want to join our YouTube channel. When you join YouTube, you are going to join it. You're going to hit subscribe. And then there's a bell. Hit the bell and say that you want all notifications. So here we go. YouTube, click the link, hit subscribe, hit the bell. When you do that, that means everything we download, you guys will get a notification. And we have been downloading our YouTube for community presence for about the last 3 months. We have almost 300 YouTube now. It's great of content. And we have about 1,200 of you following us. I'd like us to get to 2,000, and I would like us to start watching. I would ask all of you to watch one YouTube this week. It will help our rankings to make our team stronger, okay? And then we have Dr. Stacy. Dr. Stacy's YouTube is Everything Doctor. Anything you want. She's shared that with us so we could utilize any of her influence. Isn't that great? And then if worst comes to worst and you're like, I can't do any of it, it's so hard, no problem. Go to preloaded. I already did it for you. And go to, for example, health. Look at that. We got all these preloaded. We have Sean Zook back in the day, Breathe Easier, COPD. We have people who are 80 on X39 doing great. We have, he's a famous actor, Eric Nyes. We have freaking Danny Glover talking about it. We have so much preloaded. You could also go over to sports. Take a look at what Ivory's doing. He's NFL. You could go over to science. I had someone ask me the other day about science, where to find the FDA, that we are approved as a general wellness product. I'm not in charge, but I can tell you who is, which is our owner, and I can tell you where he talks about it, which is under science. And you do need to just go through and look at all the cool stuff. These are all preloaded. So let me go see if I can find the one that I was talking about. Am I on science? I am. Okay, hold on. Let's just go down. So we're looking for the 15 minutes questions and answers. They're right there. Boom. That one has David talking about FDA and that we are a general wellness product approved as. And while you're at it, you could also look at his 45-minute interview, his five favorite patches and why. You guys, all you do is edit, copy, edit, paste. Okay. I just want you to know the resources are there. We've been working this site for 3 years and it's full of good stuff. Here's even Spanish. You could send a Spanish testimonial to somebody right here. I think that the site is so deep that sometimes we get overwhelmed with how much is there. So take an hour just to see what's there. It's all there for you. So just use what works. Okay, so once again, what we're doing in the office for the information, you need to know how to use tab 5. You need to know how to grab tab 6, the envelope. You need to know tab 9. And while we're at it, here's a special. Anybody, and Jan's going to hate me for this, but anybody that goes and orders a gifting bag, it's $8. You email Jan Rand. Let's see right there, take a picture. And not only will you get this gifting bag for you, but she will give you to fill your envelopes, 10 of each of the dollhouse cards. So all you need to do is email Jan and say, I would like that gifting bag. And I would like for $8 the dollhouse cards included that Marcy is offering today. And what she'll make for you is my gifting bag that I love for me. So you have exactly what I have, which is my envelopes with my labels and my little cards in it. You will also have little plastic bags that I love. And then I just put a sleeve of X39 in here, and I'm always ready to build my business. Now, the other thing that I like for tools, and we'll start working everyone in about 3 minutes, is back on Give a Gift. I love Sally's marketing materials. And you just go right here and take a picture of Sally's name and number. She does all our tools. What do I like under her tools? I love the business cards that she makes, and they're right here. These are my favorite. I have these. They're not that expensive and they help move your business. So what do I mean by that? There it is. There's my name, my phone number, my order site. There's the Now site and how stem cells work. I hand these out all the time to people and get people's phone numbers all the time.
Marcy, I went ahead and posted that direct link in the chat too.
Thank you.
I just have to scroll up because I did it, about 15 minutes ago.
Okay, great. Thank you. The other piece on under the materials that I love is this is just so you know, if you want to order envelopes, you can order them right from her. This is all we do is order our stuff from Sally. Here's the dollhouse cards. Dr. Stacy just ordered 300 of each. She's like, oh, that's cool. You made them small to fit in the envelopes. That's awesome, right? So you can order those. I love these. And you can actually make all your own stuff. And what do I mean by that? Well, look at there. All Jan does here is order the bags from Amazon. No biggie. All she does here is order the little plastic bags. So no, if you're starting to build big teams and you want gifting bags for them, or you want them to order themselves, you can do that. Or you can, for $8, have the whole thing done for you. And I just really wanted you guys to understand what is it? The 3 most important things: the tools, the system, and the work. Are you guys with me? The tools, the system, and the work. You got all those? You're ready to lock arms and let's go do it. So with that, we're going to start working now. There's 78 people here. And in the chat, I will put the gifting link for you. And just remember, you want to start with your list book. Lifewave, the Holy Grail of Healing. Have you heard about stem cells? Who do you know that would like this stuff? A list of 1 to 10. And you're going to start with your peeking questions. What's going on with you? I finally found something that helps me with. Have you heard about stem cells? Send them the Now site, send them a testimonial, find out if they want a gift pack or a wholesale pack. We just do this over and over and over again. Or another peek would be, hey, I really love the way you have always taken hold of the latest health technologies, and you're such a strong businesswoman. Have you heard about the latest technology in stem cells? That's a compliment peak. That's a compliment peak. The first one was a I care about you peak. The second one was a compliment peak. Then what do we do? Share the now site, share a testimonial, send a gift pack, talk about a wholesale pack. Let's get to work. So proud of all of you.
Mars, what's the code word for the day?
You know what the code word for the day is? Friends. Everybody needs a friend. Jan Rand.
Marcy, are you going to cancel recording for Facebook while we're working?
I am. Thank you. And I'll stop recording now. Thank you for reminding me.